Welcome to this lecture. Let's now configure Fortigate 2 in order to be able to join the cluster in the upcoming lectures, as you will see. So now let's go to Fortigate 2, and I will have to first, as you can see, log in. So admin, no password, and why not change the host names? So let's say configure system global and set host name. This will be, let's name it like the VM, so Fortigate-2 and end. So as you can see, from this line to this one, the host name has changed. Let me do the same for Fortigate 1. So log in again, admin, and say config system global, set hostname Fortigate-2. I will now end, and as you can see again, the hostname has changed, but it's wrong actually. So conf system and global, so set hostname Fortigate-1, and again, and now we're fine. So on Fortigate 2, we have to apply the configuration for port 2 facing downstream. And let's do that. So conf system interface, edit port 2. Let's set the IP to 192.168.100.253. So 254 on the first Fortigate, Fortigate 1, and 253 on this one. And of course /24, as this is the mask. Now, if we want to have connectivity from the Windows PC to the Fortigate, remember that we have to allow ICMP, right? So I will do -T, so continuous ping. And going back to Fortigate 2, let's see how it is. So set allow access ping. Nothing has been applied now. If I do an end and hit the enter key, I will see that the ping will start working on the Windows PC. So again, end, configuration has been applied, request timeout, and now the ping is successful. 5 milliseconds, and now we have connectivity basically from the LAN PC to both master and slave, or Fortigate 1 and Fortigate 2. Now that would be all. Maybe you're thinking, oh, okay, so on the first Fortigate I have configured one IP on port 2 for the LAN access and one IP for port 1 going upstream. How come I don't have an IP configured on port 1 on the second Fortigate? Well, this is basically the magic behind the scenes, and also why this has to be configured like this with two Fortigates in between two switches. So basically, when the master will fail, because they are in a cluster and the configuration has been replicated through these heartbeat links or HA links, every single line of configuration from this one will be replicated in the second Fortigate on the slave. So if the LAN PC has at the moment the default gateway of 192.168.100.254, well, this default gateway will not change. You cannot imagine that somebody, if the master Fortigate fails, will change the default gateway on the LAN PC. So this one has to be the same every time. So again, when the master fails, the configuration is synchronized on the slave, and basically all of the configuration on the master will be the same on the slave, meaning that port 2 will also respond to 192.168.100.254. So it will be totally the same thing. So that's why we only need to configure IP addressing on port 2 that we're using for management as well. Everything is working now. Lecture is done, so thank you and see you in the upcoming lecture.